Hi there. It's Father John Redmond coming to you from our offices here at St. Pius, Brantford on a quiet Friday afternoon. It's quiet here at the parish because, as many of you will be aware, we've recently taken to having that be the day that we close our office to give our staff a day's rest. We're very often, of course, some of us always working on the weekend, and so we close the office on Fridays. And as I said, it's a kind of a quiet time here at the parish. I wanted to use that time, though, to initiate a bit of a conversation with you. At least I'm hoping it will be a conversation, by beginning to share with you some brief video reflections and thoughts on things that are going on here at the parish, some things we're hoping to take on, to get you involved in, ways that we as a parish can reach out to the world and bring more people to discover the joy of encountering God. And so what I wanted to talk to you about today was something we've been talking about at Mass for the last little while, the last couple of weeks, and even including in our weekly parish emails. And that is a video series that we're inviting all of you to invite others to join in watching over the next number of weeks. It's a 7-part series of short, 30-minute or so videos that really invite us and engage us, moving us into thinking about, reflecting, and even discussing some of life's big questions. Who am I? Where did I come from? Where am I going? What is the purpose and the meaning of my life? And as you can imagine, our Catholic Christian faith offers us answers for all those questions. But what I really love about this series is it doesn't start with those answers. It starts with the questions. And if we want to reach out to the world, if we want to encounter people who really don't have any particular background or feel any particular need for our Catholic Christian faith, that's where we need to start. We need to start at the place where they are. And I think most people, if you've lived life for any length of time and you're a little bit reflective, these questions are the kind of questions that have crossed your mind from time to time, often in moments of trial, but even in the ordinary course of a day, a week, or a month. So these videos are designed to begin with those questions, begin in the place where we all are, at one point in time or another, asking those questions, and then by reflection and exposition and sharing of information and knowledge, to move a little further and possibly even a little closer to our own Catholic Christian faith. And that video series is, as you have heard me say over the past couple of weeks, called The Search, a perfect name for it indeed. But we'll do more than just watch the video series. We will begin next weekend, October the 18th, I believe, to distribute the participants' guide for the search. So we're not only inviting you to watch and to invite others to watch this series with us, we're providing you with some material that will give you some help in reflecting and talking about it. And so this participants' guide runs about, looks like 60 pages or so, and there's a few pages on each of the videos, and it includes within it a few quotes from the video series, and then invites you through your participation to reflect on those quotes and see what, if anything, they might bring forward from you in terms of your thoughts, agreement, disagreement, whatever it might be. And we're hoping that by participating in that, by reflecting on that, you'll have a chance to encounter more clearly and more closely some of these great questions. And I'm going to start with just one little quote from one episode of this series. This week's email will include within it a little link to the video teaser for session 4. It's entitled, What's Our Story? And there's the beginning of the discussion pages for session 4, which you can watch a brief teaser if you check the email out today, Friday, or even later for that matter. And I'm going to start with the second of the discussion questions on that page. And it is, all of the discussion questions are really not so much questions as quotes from the video itself. This one is nice and short. It says, an act of love is what brings us from nothingness to existence. And I think that's a fantastic quote because it pierces right to the very heart of our Christian faith. We see the world, the universe, all of reality as something that has flowed out of and is sustained at each and every moment by love. Creation, as we Christians call it, evolution, as those from who hold themselves to a scientific background might choose to describe it, reality, probably a word that would encompass both, comes from and is sustained by love. At the heart of everything is love. Why is there something rather than nothing? The Christian answer to that question is love. If indeed there is a God, an all-knowing, all-powerful, all-good being, to use that word, if indeed there is a God, that God has no need of anything outside himself. That God has no need of creation. That God has no need of a universe, if there is such a being. That creation exists, that our universe exists, that we exist, that you exist, that I exist, is simply the fruit of love. That's the real, visible manifestation of that powerful line from the Bible that says, God is love. And so we're asking you, in week 4 at least, we're asking you to reflect on that. And doubtless some of you may already have reflected on that. But that's the kind of question, that's the kind of reflection that we're inviting and we're hoping that you will engage on. And we're hoping that you'll be excited enough by this opportunity, maybe after having watched one yourself, to invite someone else, someone whom you know, someone with whom you have a good relationship, to join you in the journey, to join you in watching the videos, to join you in discussing the questions. You can deepen your relationship with each other, and by God's grace, I would certainly hope and pray that you will also deepen your relationship with Him.